Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Heed Army podcast. And I say the show is brought to you by Northern Print Solutions and our friends at Patrick, our partners there. I am just a little bit. I've been given these off my daughter and my son because they've just been out trick or treating, and they've given me the awful bits that they've managed to pick up from somebody's door. I'll bring Mickey in. Mickey, I'm going to try these Aussie baits just before we start here because doesn't look anything like what on the. Does that look appetizing to you? I don't know.
What the hell is it? Is it like a flapjack or something?
Well, on the. No, this isn't the way to open a football podcast. Welcome to the Heed Army podcast, everybody. But there we go. It looks like a flapjack type thing here, but this is more like a wizened Yorkshire pudding. Hang on, I'll give it a go. It went down the wrong hole. Anyway, Carl Magnium beat the Gateshead manager.
What's it taste like?
Dry, very dry, very dry. Oh, God, I'd rather lick a cat's bum. Right. We've got lots to talk about tonight, of course. Unbeaten. Davey Steele's on holiday, that's why he's not here. Didn't think that one through. I wasn't expecting that. Oh, God, that brought a tear to my glass eye. Yeah, Carl Magny unbeaten. Good last-minute winner over Solihull. A deserved result, though, on the balance of play. Also, as well, we have the prediction need to talk about. We've got Gateshead ladies manager Carl Morrison joining us as well, and
his assistant Tom.
And his assistant Tom. So we'll be talking about that from the half-hour mark. We'll be looking back at the Solihull game and lots to talk about as well. And we've got your messages are absolutely flying in, and there's lots that I haven't seen yet. So I'm guessing people are all right. Are laughing at me joking probably. We've got Darcy. There we go. And before we go any further, Darcy and Emmy. They were presented with a shirt for the game on Saturday by Joe
Monster.
There we go. Look at that. So because of that beautiful picture that they did earlier in the season, this one here. And there we go. And Joe giving them a signed shirt, which is absolutely lovely to see.
So absolutely amazing, isn't it?
Well done, Darcy and Emmy. We'll go through the rest of the messages. There's lots. We've got Ken Webster. We've got Happy Halloween, Boo. Trina, who was just in the background there. Craig has put good evening. We've got Christopher Story. Good evening, gents. Happy Halloween. We got a lot of happy Halloweens. And there we go with Steve Farnfield. Hello, girls. I'm back. Evening, gents. Yeah. Happy Halloween. We've got lots of them all coming in here. Someone's put looks like catnip. I've never tasted catnip.
Looks like catnip.
It's a kangaroo turd. Did you keep your Halloween mask on? Feels like it. Trick or treat, says Vanessa. Thank you very much. Greet Peterborough. What was the lead score? We haven't played Leeds yet. It's next week in the FA, not the FA, in the National League Cup. And there we go. Welcome to the Heed Army Bake Off at 8 o'clock, where Dave and Mick are our judges. Dave doesn't approve of our flapjacks. Yeah, I mean, God, honestly, you know what is it? Just anyway, right.
Cover.
And also as well, a little update on the Regan Booty front. The Booty dolls, they have been updated because you can see the one in the background there. My wife looked at the shirt. She's added in the black shoulders and black top there, and she's cinched the bum a bit more. There we go. We've got number 8. And these should be ready, not this Saturday, but next Saturday, the next home Saturday match. They should be ready for collection. And if anyone else wants to put an order in, you can. They're £6 each for a Regan Booty doll. And it's got the booty. Right. There we go. You missed a lovely... I choked on that.
I thought I heard choke.
Yeah, choked on it.
I noticed you come rushing to your aid.
She did, didn't she? I think she was just hoping that I would keel over and she could take over and change it into a knitting podcast. Right. See, Mickey, good result last weekend. A good performance, battling performance against a good side in Solihull. It was a good game. It was end-to-end stuff. Carl has asked for a nastier side when he arrived at the club. Not so much to the point where we're going around just bruising people, but a side that isn't a pushover, a side that pushes back, a side that tackles back.
Yeah.
And I think we got that in abundance on Saturday.
I think we did. We needed it as well. Played some good football. It's about we need, for want of a better word, we need a couple of shithouses in the team. We had them when Colin was here, when Brian Rowe and Mark Hine, and I think we need that type of. We need a couple of them now as well, and it's long overdue because you find the teams at the top have always got these players who are more than capable of doing it. So
yeah,
he's still come in and done really well. To be fair, well, they all have.
I mean, there was some good performances throughout. Jacob Butfield got man of the match, and also congratulations to Jacob Butfield getting player of the month as well.
Yeah.
Obviously a little bit shaky here at the beginning of the match at the back. We rid the storm. Tiernan Brooks obviously standing firm. We grew into confidence throughout this game, Mickey. I think when we realised that we can mix it a little bit more than what we normally do. Yes, we can keep the ball for an hour if we want. Well, there's the ring rust. But there was that the way we held up the ball, the way we out-muscled, we pushed people. We took some of the ones for the team, as it were, the tackles. Sometimes we were maybe guilty of being out-muscled and letting someone get through on goal, whereas now we were maybe siving someone down in midfield before they got the break and, maybe taking that yellow or taking that caution. And I think it showed dividends right across the park.
Yeah, I mean, first off, to be honest, I thought they started the better, as you can obviously tell by the highlights. But when we got into the game and actually started mixing it, then we got on top. I mean, their manager had said, what was it? That they'd played a lot of games and they'd played exactly the same as us.
Yeah.
And I thought, yeah.
And in that time, we had more travelling in that time with two away games the previous week. Well, even before that, there was an away game. But yeah, it's just got to say with Dan, there's got people here putting Dan Jones was world class. He was really growing into it. He was good. I got great pictures in the non-league paper. So proud. Yes, Charles Waff, if you follow him on social media, he puts up. He got a great one of a screaming Magne, which is absolutely fantastic, showing the passion, capturing it, these great photos. That save from Tiernan Brooks was amazing. Yeah, he made a couple of good ones, didn't he?
Yeah, that shot by it just being on there by Oseni when he's on the deck and he spun and shot while he was on the deck. If that had went in, that would have been goal of the season.
I've never seen anyone be able to get a shot off while on the knees. And we've got Darcy says, thanks for the Haribo. I think she had a good haul when she was out. She's got, I got all good sweets apart from Werther's Originals. Well, if you should have got yourself some Aussie bites, you could have choked to death like me on the show.
I got some Haribo, so she didn't have to fight Darcy on Saturday. Saturday.
Yeah. I forgot about that. I was waiting for the fight at half time, but it just wasn't. And also as well, just before we go any further, just send out some love to the Gray family that didn't have the best of weeks away from football. So we'll just send our love to everyone in their family. Just a sad time for them. Right.
Also to Stevie as well, while we're on. Like Mr. Farnfield, commiserations to you as well. Condolences. I know you weren't at the game. I was speaking to your late, so my condolences to you all as well, mate.
Yeah, it's just send some love in the chat for everybody. We also as well, what we haven't mentioned here, for Honstrop, Brandon was good until he went off. He was looking good in that left wing back slot. Looked dangerous. He's just got no luck with injuries. The actual incident I didn't see because I followed the ball and I seen him like go down. I think it was, I don't know if he's pulled up his hamstring or something, but pardon me, that Aussie bite is still coming back to haunt me. It's my last will and testament. Don't eat Aussie bites. Really unfortunate. Someone's put, is there any update on on Honstrop? I haven't heard anything yet, but I mean, the goal there was lovely. I mean, once again,
I thought it was an own goal at first, Davey.
Oh no, I knew one of our lads. I got on the end of it, but I think that once again, Regan Booty, he's got a radar on that too, hasn't he? I've got a drink. It's all right, thank you very much. My wife now, only after 40 minutes of me dying, decided to bring me a glass of water. So thank you very much for
You must have checked the insurance policy.
I did check the insurance policy and see it doesn't cover Aussie bites. Yeah. Yeah. So some poor guy seems to get injured, but no. Obviously, we hope Brandon's back soon because he started that game really well. But that man there, Booty, since he's got that armband, even before that, he was on fire and he's carrying it forward. And I felt like because we had that little bit of extra grit in the side, as it were, I think he's getting more protection as well.
We're just totally grounded out, and again, it's a very good side, like you've said before. And I think it was
quite ironic as the game went on. I said it to Mark in commentary. I think both teams could have done with a Mark Beck going into the last 15 minutes. You just needed that little bit in there. But Oseni grabbing another goal. I think it's his sixth goal in 16 appearances.
6 or 7. But I've missed some bad ones playing football myself, but Tyrell's miss was absolute shocking.
Oh, yeah. He said, whatever, got a message from Johnny Gray saying thanks, appreciate it, and the same from Steve Farnfield. It was what's that? Got a free rugby tackle when he scored, Oseni. He did, yes.
No, he did now, didn't he?
It was, what's that? Also, has been needed early loose.
Oh, it was his birthday, wasn't it? It was Brandon Hamilton's birthday, so I think he wanted an early louse.
Yeah, and also as well, happy birthday to my daughter. She was 10 this week, yesterday.
Yeah, I've already sang happy birthday, so we don't have to do it.
Yeah, so she's she's buzzing that Gateshead won at the weekend as well. So,
well, we're saying thank you for things, by the way. Massive thanks to Johnny for a copy of this. Much appreciated, Johnny. I haven't read it yet, and I will read it, but thank you very much.
I've got mine here. 1 second. I'll just grab it in my hand. It's in the other bag. Me broadcast bag down next to my side here. So yeah, I'm going to get into that this weekend as well, with no football on, of course. We've got Johnny Gray's put Tiernan Brooks lining up as a right centre half was a treat. Yeah, but that just shows the combination we had on the ball and the comfort we had on the ball. They were petrified to push out because of the way we were battling to get the ball back, and it all stems from being on the front foot and being aggressive. And
the teams are coming now. They think if they stand on with, they'll close it down. And now we're going over the top if they do it, and then they don't know what they're in that limbo. Do a press or do a sit back?
It's a nice dynamic to have, and of course, as I say, we don't have a game.
We're heading this way. They substitute, no problem.
Yeah, funny about that. They've just sacked their manager today. Yes, they have parted company with. Is it
King?
King, yeah, they've parted company with him after a disagreement.
Steve King, is it?
With a disagreement with the owners. That was only in the last 2 hours they've done that. And bear in mind, they've got that FA Cup game on Saturday as well. So, queer timing for it. But obviously there must have been things going on behind the scenes. And Christopher Stories put, I kept saying to my brother during the game, we could have done with Mark Beck too. Yeah, it was one of them. I mean, obviously it was a late goal, but I thought we definitely edged it and deserved the win. But you couldn't have been too disappointed if they had went and got the winner as well. It was that type of game. But
I would have been disappointed, like.
You know what I mean? But I mean, to see, Mark Beck, that hopefully we'll have him back and added in. What's that? God's number 17 is Mark Beck. There we go. Fair play to Solihull. They came and gave it a real go. It was end-to-end stuff. It was a good game of football to watch.
I said that when I come out. If you were neutral, you would have enjoyed that game.
It really was, and I say it's nice to see Oseni get back amongst the goals as well of late, because he had that little dip when Rob left. He looked a little.
I think they all did, to be fair.
They did, but goal scorers and goalkeepers are the ones that get noticed the most if they're not scoring, if they're not keeping them out. And both of them, both Tiernan Brooks and Oseni at the minute, they're doing their jobs absolutely masterfully, and it's a joy to see. And they're both young lads, and there's definitely scope for more improvement. And I'm sure Carl and Liam will be pushing to have them, utilize everything that they've got at their disposal. Just before we go any further as well, we do have, you've been working at the foundation this week, Mickey.
Yes, I have actually.
Yes, and
I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm on the air fryer course because I've never used an air fryer before. So I was showcasing my culinary traits, so to speak. So yeah, I was making chicken and noodle parcels, and I'd never made them that way before in the air fryer in tin foil. So it's been really enjoyable.
Yeah, gotta love an air fryer. I just used mine before because I'm going to get onto this later on. I'm getting back on my diet, and I'm going to try and traipse it in with making some money for the foundation. If anyone wants to join me on it, but I'll get onto that. But no, as I say, you can see, obviously yourself there, good attendance as well, Mickey.
Yeah, there was, and to be fair, the foundation's doing. I mean, in 2 sessions at the foundation this week, about I think it was 104 people there. In 2 breakfast sessions.
And let's not forget the coaching sessions that they're putting on as well.
Yeah,
I would put photos.
Well, Naz was there. He was working with some lads and lasses down at the foundation on Tuesday. Clarky's away at the minute, so Naz was doing the coaching down there. So they're doing an absolutely amazing job. I kind of praise Joanne and Steve high enough. I really can it.
That's why we're always pushing them on these things, and I've been able to go to things with the kids and that, and it's always amazing. It's always been fantastically, well run and attended. And we would put up pictures from the coaching, but obviously it's people's children and stuff like that. It's on social media, but it's not our place to share that. But no, just once again, the foundation just doing amazing things. And we've got 1 second here. OnlyPans Cooking, hosted by. 1 second. OnlyFans Cooking. There's that many messages coming in. I keep pressing it and it keeps changes. OnlyFans Cooking content hosted by Mickey. We've got another one here. Mickey will be hosting the Great British Bake Off soon. Air fryer course. Haha, love it, Mickey. No wrong with an air fryer, Craig Hilton, because he'll hit you with it. We've got good on you, Mickey. Brilliant from the foundation as ever. You'll be replacing Greg Wallace as MasterChef on MasterChef next.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far, but anybody who knows us knows that's what my trade is anyway.
Yes, he's not bad with the old pots and pans and the knives, as it were. He's going to be the next Mr. Hollywood for the Bake Off. There we go.
I'm not looking at soggy bottoms. Thank you very much.
Well, there's time yet. Cheers, lads, for the ongoing support. Right, before I go any further on that, because I want to, if anyone wants to join us, it's that time of year. I don't know about you. I've done a lot of comfort eating. I've put on a lot of weight. I got weighed the other day, and I was shocked that I'm probably the heaviest I've ever been. I'm 17 stone. I'm not going to hide it. I need to do something about it. It's affecting me life. I'm not feeling very good, to be honest. I feel like crap, and that's the way I'm eating. It's been a tough time, and I've went to the fridge to get the chocolate. I know that's dismayed everybody when it should be the cupboard. Everyone thinks, but I'm gonna try and lose some weight, and I'm gonna vlog it a little bit. And if anyone wants to join the vlog, they can send us content if they want to go along on a weight loss journey. And you're thinking, what's this got to do with football or the foundation? Well, for every £1 I lose, I'm going to donate £1 to the foundation. And if other people want to do that with us, we can hopefully generate a bit of money and also get healthier in the process. So I'm going to put a vlog together for that shortly. I'm going to start my journey. And if anyone wants to join in with it and send in their pictures of the meals and things like that, it's just going to be a little side thing, but I need it as motivation because
So could you have a group called the What Fat group?
No, we're not going to call it the What Fat group. It's going to be the Skinny Heat group. But yeah, no, just if anyone does want to do that and get on board with it, I'm sure the foundation will be happy for anyone that loses weight because he'll get money from it. So if anyone wants to get involved with that, let us know. And we've got that.
I'm not ready for it. I probably need to get on a diet, but I'm not ready for a diet. Not before Christmas, especially.
No, this thing you can treat yourself at Christmas, but have a diet. And it's got Steve Thornton's book Count Me In. So he could do with losing some weight, even though he's a svelte man.
I was going to say, what's he going to lose? He loses it with so many taxi slippers off, Stevie.
Well, Jay said he's actually going to start doing jogs more often. He's getting too tired doing runs. I think it's about time. Well, I seen him on his bike flying down towards the valley there the other day. He was like Sterling Moss. Charles Gray, I'm looking forward to the £2. So there we go. So if anyone does want to get involved with that, I'm going to make a vlog about it. Because if I don't do it, I'll put it off, and I want something to motivate us into doing it. So if anyone wants to join in, please do. We've got lots and lots of people sending in messages. It's more to do with Master Chef and stuff like that. Darcy, she was put. We've got at the football camp, and they said Ben was in the running for the Man U job.
Man U job.
We've got Jay's put. You'll be doing the Tour de France next year. He was pedaling like mad when I seen him. How much the foundation owe you? I didn't pay me if I put weight on. That's inspired me to do extra walks. There we go. And we've got, what's this? Replace the chocolate in the fridge with celery.
Oh,
honest, no. I'd rather eat an Aussie bite. So if you'd like to see me die at the end of the show, I'll open up the second packet. We have got a guest coming in about 10 minutes time. If there's anything that you want to get in, of course, we haven't got Davey Steele here for an extra voice tonight because he is on holiday at the moment. We hope he's having a nice rest with the family because obviously he's nearly always away on the island, up on the Isle of May, but he'll be back soon.
I bet he's glad he never went to Valencia.
Oh, yeah, horrendous, isn't it?
Horrendous out there.
Is it 140 people dead now, isn't it? That's died in the floods.
I don't know, it's a lot, but I mean, I panicked because my mother's out there.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
my mother's about an hour and a half, 2 hours away from where it's bad. Like,
yeah, I seen the footage and it looked worse than what that hurricane was in America. The cars upended everywhere. There were the water flow and everything. So
you see the size of the hailstones were like tennis balls, were like that.
That would just be my luck. My car would be dented to hell. I could imagine it. It was horrendous. But someone's got what's that, Dave? I think there's a ghost behind you. It
was
skeleton. Although did someone walk past dressed up? Did that? I don't know. I didn't see. Also, what's that? I'll give you a tenner to eat a stick of celery at the next home game. You'll be keeping that tenner. I'll tell you that. We've got. Do we enter the?
Keep the tenner. I'll eat the celery for him.
Do we enter the trophy third round? We do, I think. We got here. You weight much. How much do you want to lose? I want to lose 4 stone. I want to get down to 13.
Wow!
Let's see if I can do that before the end of the season. There, I'll be in my mankini.
4 stone.
I want to lose 4 stone. Yeah. I want to get down to my wedding weight so I can fit back in my wedding suit.
Is there something planned that we'll need to know?
No. I just want to look gorgeous, Mickey.
All right.
Well, thanks for the support. Like, we've got my.
I was just thinking there might be a second honeymoon on the way type of thing, or
we've
staying your vows.
Trust Gateshead fans to go down, on a tangent here about celery. But my missus is allergic to celery because my excuse is for the chocolate in the fridge. So. Yeah, let's have a little look here. I'll go for 2 stone. There we go. So look, he's going to. We've got less sugary treats. I thought it said surgery treats there. You should go on international running lanes. I'll happily do. I can't barely walk in my bloody run, you daft sod. See the fat cripple run. Just want to give a mention to Blythe. Surely they won't be run down as bad as previous owners. Good to see it's all been sorted. Yes, former Gateshead manager Tom Wade has been placed in interim charge since the dismissal of David Stockdale this afternoon. It looks like it'll all be done and dusted tomorrow. And the rebuild starts up the road. We know what that's like. And
couldn't have a nicer guy as a manager. I love Tom. He's a great bloke.
Yeah, he's always really good to talk to. We've got good luck on the weight loss journey, Dave. Thank you. Well, have to do it now. I've said it, haven't I? So there we go. I know. Well, I have stocked up on all my salad stuff and stir fry stuff in the fridge, so I've got my week's food sorted out. evening, gents. A big win for the Heat. Great to see Oseni on the score sheet. We deserved the win on the second half performance. We did. Someone's put going to try a treadmill. No, not with me. I think people just want to see me go to hospital, don't they? So we'll see on.
I'll happily watch all of this.
Oh,
The treadmill and the running lanes. I can't wait for this.
They'll be empty because they'll be out on them. Yeah. So what can you do? What can you do? We're going to play a little visit. We've got good viewing figures. Thank you everyone that has joined us. Remember, hit subscribe. We're still going to be looking into. I think we might have left it a little bit late to try and do a Christmas party. But maybe we'll try and do a party after Christmas. We'll have to look into it. We'll have a podcast get together.
Must be approaching 450.
Oh, we're at 441 today. And that also, before we go any further, I don't know what's happened to last week's episode. It's disappeared off YouTube, and I've got no idea why. Hopefully it'll come back, but I do not know. But on that note, follow our social media. We'll be back in a second.
Hello everybody, remember to like and subscribe and share the show.
She'll probably be quite embarrassed if she's seen that video now, because obviously she was 10 yesterday. She thinks she's a teenager, the way she goes on. But yeah, once again, a belated happy birthday to me little girl. We've got, someone's put Nikki. Oh, 1 second. How are the ladies doing? But we're going to find out that very shortly. I think they're playing.
I wasn't there on Saturday, which is one of the reasons I've asked Carl to come on, because I haven't seen a lot of the ladies' games lately because they were out. They didn't play for a couple of weeks, and I haven't been able to go to the away games. So that's one of the reasons I asked Carl to come on.
Mm-hmm. Good luck with it, Davey. Get yourself along to the park. People say to a masochist, I'm disabled, man. I cannot run. Get yourself to the park on Saturday morning. JJ O'Donnell sometimes there. Well, lovely. I'll go and sit and have a coffee and watch them run past. Christ, everyone's saying, let's break his legs, make him run. You'll sprain a tip and an ankle. Right, so
they must be thinking you're like Forrest Gump, bud.
They must do, yeah. Life's like a pack of Aussie bites. Make it joke. Yeah, and so did you have any trick or treaters tonight, Mickey?
I haven't, no. Trina did, but you just grabbed him with the street and says trick or treat.
Yeah, and
Mo said trick.
Someone's
which is canny for me because I made a few quid.
You can walk it too, but I'll not walk the rest of the week. Run, Forrest, run. Oh God, thanks for the support, everybody. They're like, come on, fatty. Get moving.
Jam with a cattle prod.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're just going to be like, go on, get going. We had loads of trick or treaters, so we ran out of sweets in the end. But luckily, no one else came, so they must have spread the word. So, and apparently, no coffee. 1 second, no coffee at the park. Mineral water, please. No coffee. There's a coffee thing at the back of the park, isn't there? In the
in Solihull Towers.
No, it's not Solihull Towers at the back. You know, at the top where the path used to be in the middle of Solihull Park.
Oh yes.
There's at the top where the pavilion. There's a coffee.
There's a coffee place there now, is it?
It's very pretentious though. It's like $5 for a coffee, and the bloke's wearing a leather apron like he's a butcher. You know, and you're like, waxing his tash as well.
Proper barista, and what they call them?
A tit. That's what you call them.
Well, it's a tit, but I forgot the name of them now.
Yeah, artisan barista. Yeah, it's already.
Oh wow!
If they want to sponsor the podcast, they can.
Ring an endorsement. He's gonna jump at the chance.
We'll rescind the tit comment. But yeah, no. I don't get us wrong. I like my coffee. I like a nice brew, but I don't want to be stood there for 15 minutes while someone's using a spirit level to see if it's ready to serve. You know. Right, so we've got same person ran the length of the Lancaster ground about 15 years ago. Walking sticks went up in the air. I tell you what, that's the last time I moved.
That was funny, that.
Jumped up in the air.
Both you and John jumped in, I think it was Gaz House saying, but it's a miracle.
I don't think me and John's moved since. Let's have a little look here. We've got here 1 second. A good coffee. Nice guy, Daniel. Oh, Christ, Shanaz's name. Sorry, Daniel.
Oh, get him tell Emily. Hipsters, that's the word I was looking for, Gav.
Yeah, they are. Whatever next. Well, there you go. It's better than when they used to have Gary arriving in a helicopter. That's all I can say.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that was them.
Going from one new.
We are going to be joined by Gateshead FC ladies manager very, very soon. He did pop up, but he's disappeared. So we'll get on that. Of course, the prediction league. See, Mickey, I've been hanging on by the skin of my teeth, but at the minute, I've actually extended my lead to 2 points.
Wow.
There we go. Look at this. I'm up there. I'm 2 points clear at the top. St. Geordie in second, Craig in third. And then we've got Thomas Lovejoy, Hedonistic, Ken Webster. We've got Christopher Story, and then it's a bit of a tight race after that. But Mickey, where are you? Let's have a little look.
I'm way down the league.
20th place. And,
yeah, I think even you've jumped above us in the fantasy league.
Have I? I haven't even touched it since I started it. But Mickey, you haven't played a Joker. You could really shoot yourself up that league if you played a Joker.
I'm waiting until the turn of the year before Jokers come into play, mate.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We're going to leave it there. On that, we have got our guests. We'll do the predictions for the Leeds under 21 game next. After we speak to the 1 second, if I can get this picture off. GFC ladies manager Carl Morrison. Here he is, and I'll get rid of that picture. Oh, look at that.
He's in Barbados. He's been beside a palm tree.
If only.
I think I've seen that couch in certain videos. Very similar setup. So, we've got Tom here as well. Hello, Tom.
Hello, how you doing?
Yeah, not bad. Lads, I'll ask Carl. How's the season going for you?
Yeah, mixed bag so far. We've had 6 games. We won the first 3. Possibly maybe he's overachieved a little bit in the first 3. We've lost the last 3. We've been quite unfortunate over the last 3 games. We had, I think it was 7 senior players go down with different injuries over the course of a week. So that left us quite depleted, and then we had the run of 3 games that we've had that we've sort of lost. Sunday's game, a little bit of a hard one to take. We're kind of, I think we had 20 shots, 13 on target. They had 6 and we ended up losing 3-1. Just couldn't put them away on the day. But yeah, like I say, mixed bag. But really, we've got a really good group of girls. And we'll just look forward to this weekend's game.
Good. And Tom, obviously your first season involved. How are you finding it?
It's been great. Carl's been brilliant to work with. The group of girls are fantastic, really coachable. I think it's a bit of a transition period for us as a team. It's our 3rd season, I think, at this level. The first 2 sort of solidifying, and I think Carl would agree the dynamics of the group has changed quite a lot over the past sort of 12 months. So now we're really laying the foundations. So in the future, we can kick on and look up the league table. So it's been a good time for me to get involved in fresh eyes, fresh ideas. And I think we are, despite the last 3 results, are on the right track.
Good stuff. I'll let Mickey ask some questions because he's more of the expert on this front.
Well, firstly, I'd like to say welcome back. Welcome to the podcast, Tom.
Thank you.
Podcast virgin. And I mean, you didn't have to tell lies about Carl, you can be honest with we. Now, how are you enjoying it, mate? Seriously.
No, it's class. Rusty as well. They're brilliant to work with. But it wouldn't be possible without the group of girls that we've got. It's quite a young group, so a lot of them still inexperienced. I think 5, 6, 16-year-olds have sort of broke into the first team since the summer. So we are really bedding in that youth and looking towards the future. But they're great to work with. They're really coachable. They take on board everything. We do try and implement quite advanced ideas, and they are really open and they do buy into what we're trying to do.
So did I say right? We've got a goalkeeper coach as well, lads.
So we did have one, but unfortunately wasn't able to commit due to travel issues. I think there was an issue with the and so it was one of those where he couldn't commit to the game. So that's something that we've parked and we'll maybe look to take up when sort of he's got that sorted. So yeah, currently there's myself, Tom, and Rusty on the coaching staff.
So are we looking at any more signings, or are we just going to stick with what we've got, or is it just to wait and see what comes available, if anything comes available?
I think we're always looking. I don't think recruitment ever really stops. Just like, you know, the coaching never stops. Me and Tom never stop trying to better ourselves or better the group. So if we can always better the team, then we will do. But one thing, they've got to be like the right character. Like we're really, really big on that, because we're so protective over the group of girls we've got now. Because we've never had a group of players like this before, who are just all so together, you know, never too high over a win. But then if, you know, we've had a run of 3 defeats, everybody's there training straight after on Tuesday. Everyone's full of life, putting it all in. There's no fallouts or nothing. So we need to make sure if and when we do recruit, that it's a character who just fits in with that and isn't going to disrupt anything that we do. So yeah, we're always sort of open to anybody who can come in, who can add depth or better the team. But we're also very happy with what we've got. Because we've got, like I said, we've got a great group. We've been unfortunate with injuries, so that has hit over the last 3 games, and some key players who are out for the next few months. But the other girls who have come in have done great also.
Yeah, Sharpie's Sharpie's a really big miss at the back, isn't she?
Massive.
Yeah. Tom, I'll let you take that.
No, she's a massive miss. Not just as a player, but as a person on the pitch. Our voice, our character, the grit and determination she brings. She is huge. A huge miss. She trained a little bit on Tuesday, so she's getting there. But I think she's still a little bit way off being ready for matches.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a message from Sean Parry. It's got what's the ambitions for the ladies apart from promotion? Obviously, I'm guessing it's a bit like multi-layered, that question, I suppose.
Yeah, I think for us is that the ambition is having a group who are willing to learn, creating a culture where people are happy to come, train, develop, and ultimately win games. That is the ambition. Naturally, we will do one promotion, but sometimes we've also got to be a little bit mindful of where we are. The ladies teams, I think it's a 5th season all together. The ladies have been going, and we're up against ladies teams that have been going for a lot longer than we have. We're up against teams in our league who pay players. We're against teams in our league who have established academies that they can feed players into. So there is a lot that we're up against. But again, got to be mindful that the ladies team we're only in we're 5th season. So as much as we are Gateshead Football Club, and I think you know, people can get caught up with that and you know the badge and whatnot. We're in with 5th season. We're up against a lot of established teams who have got a lot of resources. So we will push for everything that we can. But in the interim, it's just trying to build that culture and build somewhere where people want to come because they can enjoy the football and they can develop and then hopefully go to the next level.
Yeah, I mean, still very much in the infancy, really, isn't it?
Yeah, but to be fair to basically we'll take the feeder into the ladies team, the under-16s. Some of the lasses that have come out of there have been incredible. and it's like a really good building block for winning it, lads.
Yeah,
Yeah, we had Tom wouldn't have met Jess Whale, but Mickey, was it Little Miley people? Was it you who nicknamed that?
Little Miley, aye.
So she came, as soon as she was 16, she came into the team. We managed our minutes. We've done a lot of analysis on her game and stats and stuff. And then she got picked up by Newcastle, which was great for her to go and make that step. So there is that pathway for girls to come here, develop, learn a little bit more about the senior game. And if they're all ready for that step, then do that. But ultimately, like we would like to try and create a group where we can do that together, if possible.
We've got a message from Trina. She's saying, with no game this week, get yourselves down to watch the lasses on Sunday at home. Pictures at the back of the stadium. We've also got one from Gavin Rudd. He's put, great to see my former student, Katie Scammell, representing the ladies team. And Charles Waff, in my opinion, the score did not reflect how the ladies played. First half, we were so dominant. And also as well, we've got a message from Lily Nolan. She's put, come on, Gateshead FC, Superheat Army. So thank you for that. And obviously looking forward to we're getting into probably the harder months of the season when, games aren't always on as frequently as possible, and you're hampered last year with obviously weather. Has that been an issue so far this season? Because I did see 1 or 2 games called off. Of course, I know you aren't playing on the main pitches at football clubs. It's it's secondary pitches they're playing on. Is that a worry this season that there might be a catch up again at some point?
You want me to take this one, Cole?
Yeah, go for it, mate.
Yeah, go on, Tom.
So I don't think it's the weather that's been a fault so much this season, but we have had like a few weeks before the Wolves end game without a game. So we had the County Cup game, which Southmoor pulled out of, so we got to buy. And the Bishop Auckland game, which got called off because of the wind. So that sort of gave us a bit of an unwanted gap. Particularly that County Cup game would have been ideal for us to play a lower league opposition. Might have been a great chance for some of the under-16s to get more minutes. So we could have done with that. But because we're playing on the 4G, I think we're hoping that over the winter months we managed to get a few games on sort of consistently and build up a bit of momentum, because I think particularly the way that we play, you do need to be doing it week in, week out. If not, your patterns are off, and it's not an easy thing to do 1 week, not have a game for a month and go and pick it back up at the top of your game 4 weeks later.
We've got another message here, which is quite good. Crystal Stories put, great to see updates on Twitter on Sunday's game too. Will this be a regular thing going forward now? Because obviously, it's all about volunteers at this level and things like that. Have you got someone going forward that will be able to do it regular on for matches so people can keep up to date?
We hope so. We've got a couple of really good, keen master's students from the University of Sunderland at the minute who took it up on Sunday, and they seem keen to do it as frequently as they can get there. So I know it's a massive thing for me and Carl, because we see other clubs that have got those volunteers that are getting regular updates out, regular posts out, and we wanted to try and push that side more to try and build the profile of the lasses a little bit more. So definitely going forward, I think we'd expect to see a lot more of that.
Oh, well, that's good to see, and hopefully we can get more of that. We've got Lily Nolan. I think she's quite excited about football at the moment. I think she's been spoilt something rotten of late. She's put, do you think Gateshead will get back to Wembley this season for a third year? It doesn't always happen the way it's happened lately, but if it does, it'll be fantastic.
Well, that's the thing with my son. He the last 2 times he's been fortunate enough to be mascot at Wembley. Mm-hmm. And now he's talking, he's like, Dad, are we going to stay in the same hotel this year? And he just thinks it's a thing, do you know what I mean? And I'm like, nah, that's not how it works.
Oh yeah, it's the innocence of youth. But it's long may it continue. Hopefully there is a third stay.
Can I just say, it's twice. Last 2 times we've been to Wembley, it's cost Carl a small fortune.
Yeah.
I mean,
You hear the enthusiasm in that? Yeah.
The train. Yeah, was it an Uber from York to Doncaster?
Yeah, well, I was thinking there what pit's he referring to because it's happened both times. Don't mind
I
this.
know.
Nice,
by the way.
nice pussy, Carl.
Ah.
You see the cock and the crackers?
Honestly, it's crazy. It's only a kitten, but it's wild. Yeah, last time Harry was a mascot for the Halifax one, and then we got the train down on the day, and the train just stopped at York, and they just said, "Oh, we'll not be taking you any further. There's a problem. See you later." So we had to get an Uber, which I think cost £70, to Doncaster or somewhere to then get on another train, and then there was me and Harry like running up Wembley Way, sprinting because he had to be there like at a certain time, before kick-off. And we just got in, to be fair. So then the second time we went down the night before, but then obviously we won it and we're meant to come back on the day. And I was like, no, we'll book another hotel and stay. So that cost us as well.
Oh God, that's what a wild pussy you've got there, Carl. It's been quite the treat. You've got to be careful how your man handle that.
Tom, why haven't you got an animal running wild in the background? I think it's very unsporting of you.
Well, I'm just professional.
Yeah.
Professional.
It's hard to find.
You say that Tom's just got in from trick or treating, man.
Did you get any Aussie bites when you were out trick or treating?
No, I didn't. What are they?
Well, I mean, the kids come in and they both got one, and I nearly died at the beginning of the show because I had a little taste of it, and it went down the wrong way, and it is absolutely vile. An Aussie bite.
So it went down under, did it?
Oh God, it went everywhere. It was a good pun. A very good pun. Charles Woff saying that the club needs to put out more on social media to help find it when the games are on. Hopefully that'll be a thing going forward. And Jay has put, if we get to Wembley again, I'm 100% keeping every penny to go. God knows how much it's going to cost after that budget. But we'll have to see what happens on that front. Well, we've got you on, lads. We've got obviously the prediction league coming up. If people would like to put their predictions in, I think Mickey, are you abstaining from this one because of the competition?
Yes.
Mickey's abstaining from the National League Cup, but if you'd like to put your prediction in for that, the fantastic Johnny Gray has been doing those. We put this up earlier on just before our guests come on. I'm still clinging on at the top. I've used all my jokers, so I don't know how I'm still there. I keep saying this every week, but I'll probably be dwindling down that league pretty soon. So get your predictions in for the game next week. Obviously not a game on Saturday. This is the game on Tuesday, National League Cup. And people are putting their predictions in there. Carl, would you like to throw a prediction in for that one?
What is it? The Leeds game?
Yeah.
See, I don't know anything about Leeds, so I don't think I can. I may have to abstain as well.
Oh, God. Yeah.
No, I'll go 2-0. I'll go 2-0.
2-0. Tom?
I was going to go 2-0. I'll have to go 3-0.
Oh, 3. No, you can go wherever, whatever score you want, you can put it in. We've got lots coming in. We've got Thomas Lovejoy has went 2-0 against Leeds to Gateshead, of course. St. Geordie's went 3-1 win. Trina 2-0 win. 3-1 win to Gateshead, says Jay. David Tron saying 3-1. Ken Webster 1-0. Not predicting as a Mickey Mouse Cup. We've got another power to the people. Abstaining there. We've got Craig 3-2. Yeah. Alan Guest is going 2-1 to the Heed. We've got 3-0 to the Heed. And playing the Joker, Gavin Rhodes wanting to get up that league. We've got 3-2 Sean Parry. We've got John Ollie is 3-1 to Gateshead, 2-1 to Gateshead for Sam Pendleton. And I don't know how to do that. Football Edits 13 is agreed with Tom, 3-0. I'm going to go 2-1 to Gateshead on that one. So if you want to get your predictions in, please do. That would be absolutely fantastic. And of course, Carl, you're not just the ladies manager. You do follow the Gateshead on a match day as well. How do you think the season's been going so far for the first team?
I think everything they've had to contend with, I think like really, really well. Like you think before like Rob going, the injuries we had, there would seem to just be a major one in every game, didn't there? And then we were still hitting that run of form, where we were beating teams every week, and you're forgetting, like that's without 3 or 4 of the players who had initially started that first game. Everybody was coming in and doing so well. But yeah, they've just, it's classic Gateshead, isn't it? Like, adversity, when everything's sort of against you, we always seem to find a way. And I think the appointment of Carl is great. It's like he just knows the club inside out, doesn't he? And then he's been here under the last 2 regimes. So I'm always telling people to get down and see the brand of football that's on show. So yeah, still very much enjoying being a fan.
Good. Were you there?
What about you, Tom? Are you been?
I've caught a game this season. I coach on Saturdays, so
All right.
quite busy. But I mean, given everything that's happened this season, as Carl said, I think the players' mentality has been phenomenal to carry on going and to be where we are at the minute. I mean, is it 3 points off top?
Yeah. It really is good at the minute. And obviously, were you at the Solihull game, Carl?
No, I wasn't.
We were talking about it in the introduction and when we watched the highlights about, obviously when we're seeing Magne come in, there was a bit on social media put out saying that he wanted his side to be nasty, for want of a word, a team that fought back a bit more, out of possession and in possession, need to be that nasty side to play against. And on Saturday, we seemed to get that, and it just seemed not that there was anything wrong with the previous 2 regimes, but that side was kind of lacking from us. We played the pretty stuff, and we could outplay anybody, but sometimes when we got muscled, we see it come out wanting sometimes.
And and I think sometimes you need that little bit, especially when you play like we do. But I think it's interesting, like from what both have done and put their own spin on it. Like when Rob took over from Mike, he sort of stuck with it, but evolved it and added a bit, and that made a massive difference. And then you can see that Carl's just trying to do that as well straight away. So they're not trying to change everything that they do, but if they are adding stuff like that, then it's brilliant. And you do need to do that in football. Like, you look at all the teams who do it now. I think it wasn't that long ago when Arsenal were crying about Newcastle going to the Emirates for a 0-0 draw, and Arteta's complaining about time wasting, this, that, and the other. Now and then, all of a sudden, he's incorporated all that and doing it more than anybody. So there is elements of the game like that you do need to add. But I'm looking forward to getting down and seeing more of Carl's Gateshead.
It's definitely an evolution, isn't it? We've got a message from Carl, from Steve Farnfield. He's put, from puffins to penguins to parrots and now to pussies, they cover everything on here. It's just like watching QI. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen Sandy Cook choking to death on an Aussie bite, though. So there we go on that one. And also, it's getting, what's that? We've got another message here. It's getting the pets and animals, and it wouldn't be without David Attenborough. Well, we need to get, he's obviously a Gateshead fan, David Attenborough, we'll get him on. But lads, thank you very much for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you on.
Yeah, hey, thanks again. Really enjoyed it, and great to see you both.
It's great to catch up with the 2 of you, Carl. Tom, I'll see you Sunday for definite.
Yes, and get yourselves down. Is it 2:30 kickoff or 2 o'clock?
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock off, and the 3G pitches behind Gateshead Stadium. Get yourself down on Sunday. Get your football fix and cheer on the Heed ladies. And say thank you, and we'll speak to you soon.
Thanks for coming on, lad. Much appreciated. Take care.
Thank you. There we go. That was the management team of Gateshead FC ladies. And we've got a couple more predictions that have come in where we had them on. Ryan Gibson's went 3-0. And I think we had 2-0 to lead. Is Christopher Story. And also as well, a message I meant to read out earlier on, but we had we're talking about guests here. I'm going to put an apology out to Prism Coffee in what I call it. They open a lot later than the cafe than Saltwell Towers, which shuts before the kids come out. It's called Prism, I believe. Well, to the people at Prism, sorry. we'll have to pop down for a coffee one day, and
That's not a bad idea. I'll meet you, and we'll have a cup of coffee and we'll have a walk in the lake.
we'll have a little try and get some of these calories off us. And
Well, I'll push you in while I have a watch.
yeah. We've got also as well, because the game after the Tuesday game, obviously we probably might have a show next week. I'll get that message off. Ben Moo has put great podcast, love it. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Subscribe button. I've got anyone making the trip to Fylde next Saturday? I'm still undecided whether to make the trip or not. It's a one I've always wanted to do, and it's always been midweek, and the time it falls on a weekend,
Saturday.
I can't go
I'm
because
busy.
Elaine's going away with Sophia for her birthday. They've got a trip down to the Harry Potter studios, so
Wow.
they're in that one. So it's like, what a gutter. But yeah, I will endeavour to make the Fylde trip one year. And let's 1 second. We've got a message here. We should do a Heed Army Sports Day and support the Heed Army podcast. No, we'll not. Just because you're fit as a lop, I've seen you pedaling on your bike.
Could you imagine us two doing a 3-legged race?
I just think I would sit down in protest. That's what I would do on that one. I would not take part. We've got Tom is the best, so it must be one of Tom's friends. So there we go.
All right.
Join us. Tom's a lovely lad. And if you haven't got your predictions in, please get them in for next Tuesday. Of course, no game on the weekend, but we'll be back next Thursday, of course, previewing the trip to Fylde and talking about the National League Cup on Tuesday evening. And just talking about that, and we had a little conversation this afternoon on the phone, Mickey, that this could be a good game for Carl to try out some new things. Of course, they've got a week and it's on the training field now to implement their changes, their things that they want to bring into Gateshead style of play and the way we want to attack things. I think we could probably see maybe a little bit more in this game than what you might do in a normal league game, of trying to...
Yeah, it could be a chance to get out there and put things, what they put on been doing on the training pitch, and put it into motion, so to speak. I mean, I know the rules are I think it's at least 4 from the last time you played. You've got to start that game.
Well, for me, I would put a full strength side out myself. Apart from like players that are in and around, I would definitely first teamers. Like that aren't getting like the players on the bench and stuff. But
I mean, would he take that risk before the Saturday game at Fylde?
Well, we're out
I'm
there.
not really sure.
You made a good point this afternoon. Obviously, being out the FA Cup, the financial aspects of that, and we know that competition pays better than the FA Cup and the FA Trophy with realistic gains forward. Obviously the FA Cup can play big, but that's chance if you get to the third round and pull out one of the big boys, and that's very, very rare occasion. Whereas this competition does have money behind it, and there's a real chance of progression if you can win a few games in the group stage. So the club must be looking at it with one eye, as if to say, well, if we do get past the group stage, it's something that you should. Well, I would imagine they're looking at it and going, "Yeah, we could do with some of that money." If we, I'm
dead against it. But if you look, I mean, I'm dead against the competition. But if we can, it's like selling. I feel as if we're selling me soul here. But for the sake of the club, if it gets them a few quid in, then fair enough. I know that's probably contradicting what I say about the competition, but at the end of the day, the money coming into the clubs was good, but I just wish it wasn't this way.
Yeah, I know it is a quandary this one, because of the way it's come about and the way potentially took away from that. But we've got Sam Pellets, but might not be Heed related, but the team who beat us in the FA Cup lost their manager. We've already covered that one, Sam. We've already covered, yes. But that's the end of the show, everybody. We've got to the end. Davy Steele will be back next week. He'll be at the games going forward from Aldershot, because he's off the island permanently then. And he'll be able to make it to more home games, which will be lovely to see him there, because he's been living on the fringes with audio and National League coverage, but nothing beats being there in the flesh at a game, does it, Mickey? And
No, I'm looking forward to seeing him wait again now, to be fair.
yeah, it'll be lovely to see him there. And we've got people saying thanks for the show tonight. Thank you for joining us. That's what the most important thing is. All of you, remember, we are a little family. We are trying to reach out more and more. We want to make this family bigger. And it's all about, as I say, sharing this lovely little club that we know as Gateshead Football Club to the rest of Tyneside and the world. So please do hit that subscribe button, share it. Once we finish the broadcast, share it on your social media. That's what we want. It's not about us. We don't make any money from this. Quite the opposite. And we just want everyone.
It costs us to do it.
Yeah, I know. So we want you to share it and hopefully give these lads that are pulling on that shirt for us the attention that they deserve, and Carl and Liam to show what their team can do. So
before we wrap up, can I just say one thing? Hopefully the contract gets signed and sealed and delivered to apply Spartans.
Yeah.
No, not one Gateshead fan wanted to see you to go into the wall. If you get taken over, I'm absolutely delighted for you, because it means I can go back to absolutely hating your guts again.
Yeah, I did put a tweet of the same type of thing in a jovial fashion. But yeah, I hope everything's all right for them up the road there.
Yeah, I wouldn't wish that on anybody.
Say, have a lovely weekend. If you can, take in the ladies' game on Sunday.
Yeah, coming along Sunday, 2:00, 4G pitches at the back of the stadium. Come down.
And if you're not in protest of the National League Cup, get yourselves down on Tuesday. If not, we'll be covering it with commentary on the 6th. So please do come along. Have a lovely weekend, everybody. Remember, when the kids go to sleep, it's fair game to pinch the sweets. Okay. You're doing it to save. I can't, because I'm starting this diet. But so bye, everybody. And Mickey, thank you as ever.
No, you're welcome, mate. And thanks to John Ollie, who said it was nice to see you at the weekend. I never got a chance to reply to him.
Yeah, it's always lovely to see John Ollie and his good lady at the
And
games.
yes.
Yeah. All right. On that one, bye, everybody.
Take care, everyone.
We would like to take this moment to thank our podcast partners at Patrick Sportswear for the continued support of the show.
Put that tap down the right hand side from Carlisle.